Hello students, we will discuss exercise 6.2, it's part 2 because in the previous video we have discussed few parts of sum number 1 and now we will discuss one or two more sums of the exercise so that you can complete it. So first of all we will start with sum number 2. It is given, find the approximate value of f of 2.01 and the function is also given, right? So we have to find the approximate value of f of 2.01. If you remember in the first sum also, the function we used to identify what is the function, right? Like if we calculated here root of 25.2, if I write down root of 25.2 and this root of 25.2, what is the function here? Square root and the value we have to find of 25.2. Okay, the same thing now here the function is given a polynomial function, it's quadratic and we have to find the approximate value, right? So since we have to find f of 2.01, so this again we can break it like x plus del x. So it can be written as 2 plus 0.01. So now this is the value of x and this will become our small increment in x corresponding to which we have to find the approximate value of this. Otherwise if I only have 2, f of 2, it is very easy. F of 2 means wherever x is there we will substitute there 2 and we will get the answer. But here we have to find the approximate value when there is small increment in the value of x, that is 2, and what is that small increment? Plus 0.01. So here if you remember the formula f of x plus del x, the formula was f of x plus f dash x into that small increment in the value of x. Okay, so here instead of f of x plus del x, what do we have? We have f of 2.01. So this will be equals to, when I apply the formula here and I write down the formula in terms of values now, it will be f of 2 plus f dash 2 into that small increment, and the small increment in the x is 0.01. so this value we can substitute here. In order to apply this formula we need the value of f of 2, we need the derivative also. The function is given 4x square plus 5x plus 2. So if you want we can write down in the beginning also, like here what is the function f of x? It is given 4x square plus 5x plus 2, and what is the derivative then? The derivative will become 8x plus 5. Function we know, derivative we know, so let us substitute the values. So f of 2 will be here 4 into 2 square plus 5 into 2 plus 2. This is f of 2. Now let us substitute 2 in the derivative also. It will be 8 into 2 plus 5 and the small change, that is 0.01. Okay, so this will become 4 into 4 16, 16 plus 10 26, 16 plus 10 26 plus 2 28, and here what do we get? 16 plus 5 21, 0.01 into 21 will be 0.21. So when we add, our answer should be 28.21. This will be the approximate value of f of 2.01, right? So this is sum number 2. The function is given, we have to find the approximate value of function. So the same formula f of x plus del x, this formula we have applied and we are getting the solution. Sum number 3 also the same thing we will do. Sum number 4, 5, 6, 7, there is a small change actually, because we have to find, if I read the statement of sum number 4, it is given find the approximate change in the volume. That means approximate change in volume we have to find, and what will be that approximate change in volume? That means del V we have to find, this thing to be calculated, of a cube of side x meters caused by increasing the side by 1 meter, right? Volume of cube of side is given x meter, and what is the change that when we are increasing the side by 1 meter, that means del x, the change in the side when it is 1%, right? Obviously 1% of x only it will be, and when there is increase in the side of the cube by 1%, what is the approximate change in volume, right? If you remember when we discussed the exercise, let me tell you, when we say x is independent variable and y is a function of x, that means y is a dependent variable, so the change in y, that is del x, it is actually its differential also, right? Change in x, del x is the differential of x also, but change in y, when I have to find del y, it is now change in y with respect to x into the change in x. So I hope you remember that in the previous video, in the beginning of that exercise, we made this, that the change in y, del y will be given by the rate of change of y with respect to x, because it's a dependent variable, into what is the change in the independent variable. So this formula we will apply here. Why so? Because the volume is completely depending upon the side of the cube, and if the cube's side is increasing by 1%, we have to find the approximate change in volume. So we know the volume of the cube, it is side cube, so v will be equals to x cube, definitely meter cube, right? So del v will be given by dv by dx into del x, right? I hope the formula is clear. Del y is dy by dx into del x. So volume is dependent on x, so the change in volume, approximate change in volume, will be derivative of y with respect to x, or rate of change of volume with respect to change in x into that change in x we will write down. So we know the derivative, so it will be given by del v is equals to dv by dx, that means d by dx of x cube into that del x, right? It will be 3x square, and what is del x? Del x was given 1% of x, that means it will be given by 0.01 x, that will be the change. So here we will write down 0.01 of x. So when we do the multiplication, del v will become 0.03 x cube. Now we have to take care of units also. The change in volume with respect to the side, when we differentiate, it is becoming meter square, but change in the side is also having the units. 1% of x, so 0.01 x, it will have meters, so the complete units will become meter cube. So this will be the change in the volume when there is 1% change in the side of the cube. If the side of the cube, if the change is given positive, we have to take positive sign. If the change is given like decreasing, then we have to consider negative sign, because if the side decreases, volume will decrease. If the side increases, volume will also increase. Clear? So sum number 5 also you people can do like that. Let us do one more sum. Sum number 6 we can do here. Sum number 6 is, if the radius of sphere is measured as 7 meter, if the radius of sphere is measured as 7 meter with an error, so that means there is error in the radius. So what is del r? It is 0.02 meter. Del r is given to us. We have to find the approximate error in calculating the volume. So approximate error, because there is error in the calculation of radius of sphere, corresponding to which there will be error in the calculation of volume of the sphere also. So that error we have to calculate. Error means change. if there is change in the radius of the sphere, what will be the approximate change in the volume of the sphere? So approximate error in volume of sphere we have to calculate. And we know when it is sphere, what is the volume of sphere? It is 4 by 3 pi r cube. So let us calculate dV by dr. I am just expanding it so that you people can understand. Otherwise, it can be done in two simple steps. And dV by dr will be then, when we differentiate, 4 by 3 pi is constant. And the derivative of r cube with respect to r, it is 3r square. So we have 4 pi r square, right? We are supposed to find change in volume. Again, del V. It will be equal by dV by dr into that change in the radius. And the the value of radius is also given 7 meter. Now dV by dr is calculated. It is 4 pi r square when the radius is 7 meter into delta r, that is 0.02, right? So 4 pi, that is 7 square into 0.02. Okay, so what we are getting here, 7 into 7, 49, 49 into 8. 49 into 8 will become 392, and pi is constant, pi we will write down as such. Now what will be the units? And decimal is there, so here 3.92 will come decimal. Now the units are meter. Okay, when I differentiate volume with respect to radius, it will become meter square, but change in radius of the sphere is also given in meters. So once again we will get the units meter cube. So that will be the approximate error in calculating volume of the sphere, that is 3.92 pi meter cube. This should be our answer. I hope you people can do the remaining sums. Sum number 7, surface area, and sum number 5 also surface area of the cube. Sum number 7, surface area of sphere. You know the formulas, you can do that. Sum number 8 is similar to sum number 2 and 3. Sum number 9 similar to sum number 4. So by this you people can complete your exercise. Thank you, class.